Hey guys, I'm starting a new series on the channel and it will be all about blogging. So I'm gonna be discussing how you can start your own blog, how to grow traffic for your blog, and how you can monetize your blog. I feel that a lot of people, they have blogs but they do not know how to grow traffic and how to get traffic on their blog. So today's video is going to be all about creating pins for Pinterest, because Pinterest is the major source of traffic for our blog, and I know a lot of other bloggers as well who use Pinterest as the main source of traffic. So in today's video I'm going to be discussing how to create pins that are click worthy. So there are multiple ways to basically create pins. The two most common platforms that people use are Canva and PicMonkey. I personally use Canva, and Canva also there are a lot of options with the free and premium plans. I use the free plan, and honestly I think it's good enough. You do not need to pay for the premium plan. Yeah, before we begin, there are some things that I'd like to discuss. Whenever you're making pins for Pinterest, there's some things that you should always keep in mind. First is that the text on your pin should be easily readable, and the readers, they shouldn't have to click on your pin or zoom in to read what the text is there. The second is, make sure your pins are aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, and the photos that you use on your pins, they should be high quality photos and they should be royalty free. Now there are a number of ways in which you can download high quality royalty free images for your blog. If you do not know from where to find these free images, I'll leave a blog in the description box below which tells you all about sites from where you can download these high quality images for your blog and for your pins. So yeah, let's get started with Canva. So let's open Canva. Now when you first open, there are a couple of options for you. There are a number of dimensions available for, whether you want to create a Pinterest pin, social media, newsletter, whatever you want to create. So you see all those super long pins that Pinterest has. That's because these are custom dimensions, but we want to select the Pinterest pin and select the default template for the default dimensions for it. So when you first select Pinterest pin, this is another tab that opens, and let's see. So first we need to understand how Canva works. On the left hand side here, you have all the controls, which is basically templates, photos, elements that you want to add, whether you want to add boxes, you want to add squares, shapes, lines, whatever it is that you want to add. Then there's text, music, because there's option for video pins as well. So backgrounds, and for uploads, you can upload your own photos as well that you want to be using in your pins. And that's pretty much all that you need to know. Now when you're initially making your pins, it's totally okay to use one of these templates. So scroll down until you find a template that you really like. I think I like this one really well, so we're going to be using this. Now these lines that you see here and the Canva logo that is written here, that's because and the Canva logo that's written here, that's because this photo is basically not royalty free and you'll have to buy this particular photo. But that's okay, because we're not going to be using this photo anyway. We'll go to our uploads, and let's say I want to be using this photo, so I'll just drag this photo on top of it, and there you go. Now whenever you're uploading a photo, there's also another thing that you should always keep in mind, that photos that are bright and that have bright colors, they tend to do really well on Pinterest. So make sure your photo is not too dark. So whenever you're choosing a photos, I've dragged this photo here, and then there are a couple of options as well with how transparent do I want this photo to be. So you can do this. So I want to wait somewhere around here, let's say. Now the pin that you see on Pinterest, it is totally customizable. You can change this color by selecting this particular block, going here. These are all the colors available. If you want more colors, you can obviously go here, drag this again to find a color that you really like. I think this is good. You can change color for this as well. You can change text color as well. Now the next thing that you need to do is to write a really compelling headline, which is again easy to read. I'm not liking this color, so I'm going to, I think, go somewhere around here. Yeah. Thing that you always need to keep in mind is whenever you're making a pin, you always want to include your site's URL in that particular pin, because people tend to steal pins from other accounts and it gets really annoying sometimes. So it's best if you include your URL in the pin itself. So we'll do that by selecting text over here and then adding a subheading. Can change the font size. Let's say we generally put it at the bottom here, and that's completely okay. So yeah, so once you're happy with the pin that you've made, all you have to do is download this pin, and we always download our pins in PNG format. Initial pins, they'll take you, let's say, around 10 minutes to make one pin, because when you're starting out, you need to figure out what colors you like, what fonts do you prefer, and everything. But once you have a bit of practice, what you can do is Canva saves all your designs also, so you can go to all your designs, and whatever designs you have, you can just select these three dots here and select make a copy. And when you make a copy, you can just open up the copy that you've created and change the background and change the text on the pin, but the basic pin layout remains the same. And now that you've created the pin, it's just time to go and schedule it on Pinterest. Now, if you want another detailed video on how to use Pinterest and how to grow traffic to your blog, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'll be coming out with another Pinterest strategy video on Thursday. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.